Hi, we're bringing on Michael, who is the founder and CEO of ThreeWorks Apple Chips.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
And just before we start, make sure you bring it nice and close so that way all of our viewers can hear your wonderful answers.
Thank you.
So for those who aren't familiar with the brand, can you just give us a quick 30-second elevator pitch on just what ThreeWorks Apple Chips is?
Okay, so ThreeWorks Apple Chips, our goal is to get people to save the potato and love the apple. People that eat a lot of potato chips every day, the reality with potato chips is they're not very healthy, and even the healthier potato chips are just that, they're healthier. And we wanted to create a chip that was extremely healthy, but it's very difficult to do with a potato. So there's this apple, which is the #1 consumed fruit. We said, what if we take this apple and make it taste like a potato chip? And that's really been our goal from the very beginning, to make it in very, very fun flavors, a lot of variety, which is available in potato chips, and have it crunch like a potato chip, which is why people eat a lot of chips. So I think we've actually done that, and we've introduced a new chip this fall.
And you guys were, for people who aren't familiar, you were on the Dragon's Den, which is basically Canadian Shark Tank for all of our viewers who are more familiar with that show. Tell me just a little bit about your experience with that.
Yeah, so just for people who don't know Dragon's Den in Canada, it doesn't take place in an igloo. It is in a studio. It isn't cold in Canada, but we were on the Dragon's Den, and it was actually the last year that Kevin O'Leary was on the show. And it was a phenomenal experience. It's a great platform for brands like us, which are small, innovative brands, which don't have the same marketing budgets that big brands do. And it allows us to get the product in the face of many consumers, tell our story, have people learn about our benefits and why people should consume our products versus everyone else. And as an experience, it's unmatched versus anything else I think that's out there on the market today.
What was one piece of feedback that you got from the judges on the show that resonated the most with you?
I think the biggest thing on that show is, one, you have to really know your business. And you have to believe in your business. You have to remember that the dragons or the sharks are investors, and they see many products and many pitches. But the biggest thing is they're not believers. The only believer is you, the entrepreneur. And it's important to always stand true to your product, why you started the company, why you started the brand. And they may be negative and they may be non-responsive to what you say, but it's important to remember that you have to be that way and be positive, because that's really what makes a brand grow and what makes a brand be successful in the market. People will always try to knock it down and give you negative feedback. You can take some of that feedback and make adjustments, but on the main part of the brand, you really have to stay true to that brand and to your belief in the success.
Awesome, and I'm just going to have you hold it a little bit closer. Thank you, because that was a really great answer. I want to make sure everyone hears it. So, Postshow.
Yeah.
How did just being featured on that help your business?
Yeah. So the show is a phenomenal, like I said, platform, but it really gives the brand credibility. One, with consumers, but more importantly with retailers. Retailers, in today's day and age, they know the success that this show can bring certain brands, and whereas it's very difficult to get a new product listed because a retailer doesn't want to list something that won't sell, this platform allows a retailer to carry a brand, and they know that consumers will know about it, learn about it on the show, and then come to the store and buy it. So it gives it a much higher chance of success. So I think for any company who's launching a food brand or any brand, I think if you can find marketing vehicles like that to display your brand to many people, it's unmatched, I think, out there.
So specifically for you, did you see any sort of like distribution growth or investor interest or anything along those lines after coming off of the show?
Yeah, so we had a lot of investor interest. As of now, we're actually not funded. We've funded everything on our own. We've never taken on investment, and I think we will be looking to do that probably early next year. But we had a lot of response from retailers, but even more so from distributors who wanted to carry our line, and it did help us. And we made a partnership in Canada with a company called Tree of Life, which is a Kehi company, and they've taken on our brand nationally across Canada, and that's been a great partnership that came out from that as well.
So as you're starting to look at the U.S. and get your product also sold here as well, what are some of the biggest differences that you are noticing between a Canadian consumer and an American consumer?
Well, the biggest thing, I mean, the U.S. is 10 times the market size, so the volume potential is much bigger, but also the market is very regional here. In Canada, we only have, most people don't realize, 30 to 35 million people all across Canada. The US is at 350 million. So you're dealing with very few retailers in Canada, and you're really getting your product listed all across the country. Here you have to go on a regional basis, and you need partners and brokers and distributors who know that regional market and those retailers in those markets that can help you grow and develop. We launched in the US last year with a national import partner, and now that we're introducing our new chip, we created a new chip that we call it Crinkle Crunch. It's a ruffle chip, like a Ruffles chip. It crunches exactly like a potato chip. We have 6 different flavors. We're the only ones who make apple chips in canisters like Pringles. It's a very detailed process to do it. It's all hand-filled because apple chips are very susceptible to breakage, and we're the only ones who do it. Everyone else who has an apple chip is in bags. They have very few flavors. We have 6 different flavors like Mucho Mango, Cherry Love, Berry Berry, Hot for Caramel, which makes it fun for consumers to come and try different products and different flavors, and they don't have to eat the same thing all the time, which is very similar to potato chip. We just partnered with Hasbro in North America, and we're launching a kids line with Transformers.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you. So
I may also just like hop in on that.
We
That's
have
fine.
Some here, yeah, and we created some unique flavors for them. We have a flavor called Bananarama, and we're also launching a My Little Pony, which is it's called Strawsomberry. It's strawberry and it's awesome, so it's Strawsomberry.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you. So what's unique about our products is we have 1 or 2 ingredients in everything that we sell, and that's been a mainstay of our company, and that's why our company is called ThreeWorks. All of our products that we introduce, we want it to have 3 ingredients or less. As of right now, we've maintained true to that. We have 9 different flavors. Everything has only 1 or 2 ingredients. We tried to create a product with 0 ingredients, but it doesn't work, just an empty can.
Well, thank you so much for coming on here today, Michael. We are about out of time, but I really appreciate it. I do have one last question for you.
Okay.
Where can I score an awesome hat
love
like
our hat,
that?
don't
I
you?
do.
Yeah, we'll send you some to your office.
Okay,
So, yeah,
perfect.
We promise.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And I will chat with you after the live stream
Great.
lounge.
Thanks, Megan.
Thanks so much.